Shadow of the sun. What is the worth of gold, or a metal's weight? Our inspiration soars far higher than this. Yet, so often, they are shackled by such constraints. Stage 1. Slithering Snails. Practice room.
Everything all right?
From the looks of it, it looks like when they were younger, or when Willow was younger.
No.
Not really. My leg's still painful. I probably overdid it when I was stretching.
No excuses.
Charlotte, I'm giving you 5 more minutes to warm up. 5 minutes?
If you want.
I can send you off on a permanent break. A smirk appears on the young girl's face. She can hold her feelings back no longer. I followed the choreographer to the letter.
Why?
If you'd done that, we wouldn't be having this discussion right now, would we? Come on then, Charlotte. Speak up. What is it? Cat got your tongue, or what?
Your pathetic pride?
I
don't want to hear any excuses.
She waves her hand impatiently.
Again. Don't let me think you're a failure now, Charlotte.
She turns on the wire recorder, and the music pierces Charlotte's eardrums. The young flirtist takes a deep breath. When she lifts her head, a smile is plastered on her face. The music plays on. Raise your hand. She grabs her waist and lifts it higher. Kick, with range, I say. She points her toes as she extends her leg to capacity.
Good.
An objective and fair assessment. She feels a bit relaxed and proceeds to the next move, the most crucial step of any floor ritual or routine. The performer must integrate their understanding of Arcanum into their performance, unifying body, mind, emotions, and arcane skill. For competitors, this is also the most challenging part.
Wrong. Where's your arcane skill? Stop, stop!
She turns off the wire recorder, bringing the practice to an immediate halt. She casts an ice-cold glare in the girl's direction. You forget the routine again, Charlotte? I didn't. Really now? Then why didn't you connect the elements? Why were you hesitant at the most important part of the whole bloody thing? This element is worth at least 1.2 points. Do you understand what that means? 1.2 points could be a difference between first and fourth. She lets out a deep sigh. You're a failure, Charlotte. I can't tell how disappointed I am in you. But everything else up to then was perfect. My last coach told me my movement were the most standardized she's seen. The coach sneers. So, where are you going to find those 1.2 points that you just lost? In your old coach's mouth? You listen to me now, girlie. The competition rules don't bend to accommodate little girls who can't use their arcane skill.
Don't get cocky, Charlotte.
I see my fair share of floor rituals in my time, and your arcane skill are by far the least impressive.
Think about it.
You need to have a long, hard think about what happened here today. She murmurs this, as if she's almost speaking to herself, then sighs and leaves the training room.
I'm not a failure.
You're not Charlotte. You're not a failure. A terrible nightmare. She grits her teeth in the dim light of her bedroom. The clock on the wall inches towards 7 o'clock. It's almost time for her appointment. She slides her legs off the edge of the bed and attaches her prosthetic limb. Her stump is always slightly swollen due to the constant and prolonged pressure of her artificial appendages. As she moves, its creaking echoes through the otherwise silent room.
Bloody hell.
Just perfect timing. She hastily fastened the leather strap to her prosthetic leg. As she stands, her poor fastening comes loose, causing her to fall heavily to the ground. Miss Willow, I heard a loud bang just now. Have you taken a rump tumble? A young voice echoes from the other side of the door. Miss Willow, can you open the door for me? One of the snails is about to crawl up my hand. Oh, have a freaking laugh, why don't you? She hops over to the door and opens it with a sudden expression on her face. Her prosthetic is left lying on the floor. Here you go, Miss Willow. Your snails for the week.
Hmm?
You alright?
Mind your own business, will you?
Give me the snails. Flutterpage winks, then holds the jar of snails up to Willow. Hurry on to the letterbox and pick up your reward for the week.
Could you?
Could you give me a different reward this week, Miss Willow? What?
I'm thinking.
For my reward, could you tell me what you do at home all day? Thompson says there are strange noises coming from this house every day, like 100 frogs croaking at the same time. Is that your arcane skill? Why are your arcane skills like that? Miss Willow, can you tell me how I can...
Get out of my garden! But... Did you hear me? I said...
Get out of here! Before she even finished her explanation, she has already slammed the door shut. She was nasty. Poor Flutterpage. Stage 2. Lubricant. As the door closes, her solitary leg can no longer bear the weight of her body, and she falls to the ground in disgrace. She reaches for her prosthetic leg and closes the metal clasp around her stump. At least now she looks like an ordinary person. Alright, let's take a look at these nails. These footless little things. Or, I suppose their entire body is a foot. That's why they're called gastropods. Anyway, the swelling in my leg has gone down since I started using these mucuses as lubricant. One by one, she places the nails on the table, arranging them neatly side by side. As they crawl forward, they leave a trail of shiny mucus. Good, just like that. Keep it up now. She closely monitors the nail as they make their way across the table, and its surface starts to shine like mucus. You're falling behind, number 3. Is it like a snail race? The third snail has curled up inside its shell. Number 5 is gaining speed, overtaking number 1, but victory is still far off. The 5th snail extends its body, slowly overtaking snail number 1.
Bloody hell.
Honestly, number 8. Don't you know the rules? You can't climb on top of number 5. The two snails roll into the ball and falls off the edge of the table. I'm afraid you're both disqualified. Number 7 has crawled the furthest, but Willow says nothing. She simply looks down at it with a strange coldness in her eyes. She waits until it reaches the other end of the table. If this was the real race, the timer will end now. Allow me to announce the results. The winner is number 1. She declares the results, a hint of bitterness in her voice. But unfortunately, this isn't a real race. There will be no gold medals waiting for you at the finish line. I simply need as much mucus as possible. That's the only purpose of this. She gathers the snails and tosses them into the jar before deftly collecting the mucus from the table. Snail mucus, swiftlet saliva, and a few callus. The translucent ointment in the crucible is smooth and docile. Willow scoops up some of it up with a spatula. It causes the light through the window, scintillating with a charmer of luster. A fine semi-finished salve. All it needs now is a cooling incantation. Howling wind of winter. The ointment solidifies, becoming a pale yellow. As usual, she removes her prosthetic and applies the lubricant to the joints. She moves it around, assuring that it no longer creaks. I suppose that'll do. She fits the prosthetic leg. She fixes the prosthetic once again and hops with a faint lightness, the metal limb cranking on the floor as she does so. She lifts her good leg, using the prosthetic for support.
Hey!
You hear that? It's coming from the hag's house. Children's voice seeps in from outside. I wonder what kind of curses she's cooking up now. My uncle told me to watch out for Irish witches. They have big red eyes and webbed toes like a frog. Have you seen her feet, Thompson? No. Boring. The hag is far too busy to pay attention to these voices. She is attempting to complex floor ritual elements. If executed perfectly, she will gain an additional 0.6 points in her competition. She tilts her body downward, lifting her steel limb high into the air, then presses down. Meanwhile, the argument outside intensifies.
I see.
One of her feet makes a sound of a croaking frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Actually, it's just like the sound coming from her house right now.
What?
Even after lubrication, her prosthetic still makes a harsh scraping sound. Willow presses down with all her might until her spine and the steel groans together. Not enough. This is just the weight of the metal, not my own strength. She grits her teeth and presses her leg down lower. As her body extends, the metal prosthetic screeches louder. She loses her balance and falls to the floor once again. Perhaps she caught someone. She's probably throwing him in their cauldron as we speak. We have to go rescue them. What do we do? Fetch some grown-up? Grown-ups are a bunch of chickens. They'll just tell us to stay away. No, it's down to us, Albert. We have to go save whoever the hag has caught before it's too late. Quick, grab some stones. The sound of hurried footsteps echoes through the garden. A stone smashes through the window and hits the floor near Willow's feet. You wicked old hag, come out and catch me if you can.
Bloody hell.
Another stone, and another crashes of breaking glass. Scheming little devils. Annoying the pain in her limb, she goes to the window to yell at them. Get away with you! It's a hag! There it is again, another wailing child. Shut your mouth! Miraculously, the crying actually ceases. All of you! Get the bloody hell out of my garden! Let's see.
A bold attempt.
Let's see. Okay.
Oh, I call upon you, heed my prayer. Get away! Splendid, just splendid. Oh, I call upon you, heed my prayer. Oh, I call upon you, heed my prayer. Light the bonfire, I remember. Get away! Splendid, just splendid. Oh, I call upon you, heed my prayer. Get away!
7 allies. I lose 2 heals. How do I know if they reached the... Oh, okay.
Oh, I call upon you. Just cry. You're not half bad.
Oh, we just had to survive it. This is, although an imitation, is indeed a gold medal.
Hey!
Hey, give me back my gold medal! Flames has been crudely carved upon its surface. Where do you get this from? Why should I tell you? The children pressed his lips tightly shut, and a determined look in his eyes. Tell me. That's a souvenir from the Uru games. Sister Martha gave it to us. She said it would bring us good luck. Thomas! That's everything I know. Can you let us go now? The hag gives a mocking sneer. Is that so? So the medal did bring you good luck after all. Go on, take it. Take it, Anne.
Get out!
I'm not sure when she says that. Are they like... Is it like spells? Her incantation, arcane skills? Because it looks like it's like a spell when it's highlighted. Stage 3. Fallen Swan. I'm wondering how she got her leg in the... I know she has an accident, but how did she get her leg... like, what happened to her leg? The forest has come to an end. The sprite vegetation in her garden has been left in disarray by the incident. The purple potato flowers lie scattered upon the soil.
Nice.
The spud seasons again. Charlotte, I made your mashed potatoes for breakfast today. I have plenty of sweet cream, your favorite. Cole said I can't eat this anymore. Floor ritualist needs to keep their figure trim. She says that if I want to win the gold, I need to... Oh, Charlotte. Now, they got your word about your eating too? I know you're a good little thing. But, and you like your floor ritual very much, but with all the training that you do, with all the growing and you still have to do, you have to eat properly. Otherwise, you wither away into nothing. Just take one bite, eh? How about it? One bite. Oh wait, is the coach gonna interrogate her of what she ate, or and even talk about that one bite? What did you have for breakfast? Her eyes are fixated on the small clump of mashed potatoes left hanging on the girl's chest. Cream mashed potatoes? Before the girl can react, she explodes. How many times have I told you, if you want results, you can't eat rubbish like this. I was just trying a little energy. They both know this is just an excuse. The Uru qualifiers are in 3 days. Charlotte, did you forget that little fact? Or do you think that pathetic speck of talent of yours gives you the right to get complacent, hey? If that's what you think, then let me tell you now, Charlotte. A cruel smile spreads across her face.
What a waste of space you are.
There will be no shortage of talent in the qualifiers.
Why?
I know I shouldn't have done it, but you don't need to humiliate me like this. Humiliate you? She gives a sharp, cruel laugh. You're right. I don't need to humiliate you, because the moment you walk out on the floor beside real athletes, you have already done it to yourself. Go ahead. I won't stop you. She is casual in the face of this cruel remark. Go ahead and eat your creamy mashed potatoes if you love them so much. Oh, and Her Majesty needs her beauty sleep too. Why not go ahead and cancel your morning training? In fact, why not take the whole day off? Sports are just too exhausting, I know. Not only do you have to put up with your aching muscles, but you have to watch what you eat and deal with your bossy old coach. After all, you're Lady Charlotte, a fine noblewoman. How could a noble be asked to sweat on a red land of Ururu? She should be sitting in the audience. Yes, in the audience with a parasol and a cool drink, no? Welcome in, Deo! Congrats on redeeming second. Thanks for the lurk. I shouldn't waste my energy on you any longer. She turns and exits the training grounds without a backwards glance. Charlotte slowly clenches her fists.
Beck!
I'm not. She punches the wall, and the pain in her knuckles fills her with bitterness. I'm not Lady Charlotte. She grits her teeth as her sinuses stings. She holds back her emotions and not letting the tears flow from her eyes. I will win that gold medal. She presses her leg hard against the wall, her whole body bending into a gentle curve. She begins the routine she has practiced 1,000 times before. But this time, alone in the room, her body traces arcs in the air as she leaps and lands through each element. Point 2, point 5, point 3, point 7, point 4. She silently records the score of each element as she goes. Next comes the most important part, the arcane skill segment. She closes her eyes. Invisible energy flows through the air.
Eye of Day, Keeper of Balance. You are the Endless Well. Healing Sulis, Shining Sulis, Holy Sulis. To us you tell.
A faint glow appears before her eyes.
You warm our souls, heal our wounds, and grant us endless peace.
The light is as warm as spring. She reaches out her hand to it. If only I could touch the hem of your garment, that flowing, lovely radiance.
Did I do something wrong?
Why can't I see your radiance? The energy still flows beside her, stirring her hair and softly ruffling the feathers on her leotard.
Why?
Why can't I see you? Why do you reject me? How can I win your favor? In the endless darkness, her voice is the only echo.
I'll do anything.
Give you anything. Just please, let me win that gold medal. Oh, it's like, welcome back, coach. That voice shouldn't be here. She opens her eyes, startled. What are you? I came to get the wire recorder. The wire recorder? But the wire recorder is for everyone to use. It's always in the training room. She's never seen anyone take it out of here before. Charlotte, the cruelty of competitive sports is that even if you give everything, you're very likely to end up with nothing in return. She continues, half speaking to herself. I thought you understand this, but no. You're just a ridiculous, foolish little girl. Think about those who came before you. Certus, for example. Everyone thought she'll win the games hand down, even her competitors. But in the end, she injured herself before she could compete. She never even saw Uru for herself, only heard those 3 haunting syllables repeated by everyone around her. Of course, you know better than what happened. Wait, you know better than I what happened to her after that. She jumped off the London Bridge.
What makes you think you won't be the next?
That you won't end up like her.
On your feet.
An unexpected command. The last element you just performed. Do it again. The qualifiers are just around the corner, and you're still jumping like that. If you aren't able to bring forth your arcane skill, you absolutely cannot afford to make a single mistake in the rest of your routine. To be continued. parts are there? 8 parts. Stage 4, Flickering Candlelight. The day of the qualifiers met with unfavorable weather. As the faint haze lingered in the air, everyone agrees that today is not a good day for the ritual. A familiar voice speaks beside her. There are only the qualifiers, so I don't expect you to set a world record or anything. Just perform decently well, and you'll be sure to make it through to the next round. As long as you feel her on the floor, you'll be able to complete all the elements. Understand? The girl is too focused to speak. She gives a simple, regret nod. Alright, go on then. Believe in yourself. A warm hand pat her shoulders as she steps onto the floor. As the music starts, the darkest 5 minutes of her youth begins. Oh, congratulations, Caroline, on your victory on the floor. Thank you. Their voices are vague and distant, yet she cannot divert her attention from them. I must say, when I learned that Charlotte O'Hagan would be participating, I didn't expect to win first place, since we all know she is world-class floor ritualist. Charlotte O'Hagan has finished in 8th, meaning she has likely missed the finals. Floor ritual has always had its root in Arcanum. If she only here to compete for technical points, why doesn't she compete in another event?
Beck!
I beg to differ. Charlotte is an outstanding player.
If you had observed her performance closely, you wouldn't be making light of her efforts.
But
She made a huge mistake. She didn't complete the ritual segment of her routine. There was a critical failure in the stability of her ritual. Didn't you see? The clouds she summoned poured rain all over the judge's head. There is a scattered laughter throughout the venue.
Sorry, sir.
I will no longer answer any questions regarding Charlotte O'Hagan. I'm afraid your understanding of sportsmanship is much to be desired. Footsteps approach from behind her. What's on your mind, girl? A brief silence assures. Nothing. I want to go home. She starts to lift herself up from the chair when a pair of hands presses her firmly back down.
Are you a coward?
Of course not. I don't want to be a coward.
She bows her head deeply, her tears forming little putties on the back of her hands.
What does it matter what I want?
Will wanting to win a gold medal make it sprout wings and fly around your neck?
I can't control my arcane skill.
No matter how strong I will it, the ritual energy won't heed my call. They just turn into wet clouds, and all I can do was stand there and watch them fly towards the judges' seats.
Maybe I'm not cut out for this sport.
Maybe it's just like the reporter said, and I shouldn't even be here. Listen, Charlotte. The coach voices pulls her back to reality. No one said you shouldn't be here. Do you know why you aren't able to perform the ritual?
Why?
Because you care too much about your score. But Come with me. The garden is lush with thriving plants and blooming flowers. Energy flows constantly through the air around us. You have to think of it as a friend dancing along with you. After all, who would want to dance with an imaginary enemy? Close your eyes. This isn't Aruru. The first thing you need to do is forget about the scoring rules. Recite your prayer.
Eye of day, keeper of balance. You are the endless well.
Go on.
Don't worry about your pronunciation or delivery. Just imagine you talking to an old friend.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us you tell.
She raises her right hand high in the air.
Feel her.
Feel her breathe. Feel her energy. Feel all that she brings to you. Feel that primitive rhythm and flow. Your emotions, that psychological rainbow of color. Something lifted my hand.
Flames are their dance, and wind their breath. Through wind and fire are we born, and by the rain are we swaddled. Warmth and light they bring, so why fear, pause, or stand by?
She chants, her voice aligned with some melodic and ancient rhythm, and from the tips of her toes, a thousand shadow blooms like flower.
Dance, Charlotte.
Take my hand and dance. She reaches out her hand in invitation. The flames are their step, and wind their breath. She follows the movement, each step sinking into the rhythm. Wind, fire, rain. I am not afraid. She clasps her cheeks in shock. What is it?
Something kissed me.
Keep dancing.
Keep dancing, Charlotte. The woman released her hands comfortingly. You already got a much better dance partner. Don't think too much, just let her lead you. The girl closes her eyes, raising her hand high in the ancient ritual.
It's a road destined to be lonely. Have you made up your mind?
Her voice is so quiet that it's quickly swallowed by the wind.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us you tell.
She arranged the calluses in the dark of the room. My best friend, Sulis. She follows the guidance of the unseen force, her body gracefully flowing from one motion to the next. The candle surrounding her flickers, and the sound of distant wind rattles throughout the room. What's going on with Charlotte these days? She must be feeling pretty down right now. What's with all her practicing for a good competition and all? She hasn't played with us for ages, and her coach is just horrible. Caroline told me her qualified results were rather poor. My mom said that when a friend feels sad, she should try to make him feel better. We should do something nice for her. I'm really worried she'll end up like Sorius. Hey, what did you hit me for? Stop talking rubbish. The conversation outside continues, but Charlotte doesn't have time to care. She feels Celeste's invitation to the realm beyond reality. In her trance, She sees shining blades of grass and gem-like flowers blooming in the distance. Golden flames burn in the sky, the sun melting into the mountaintop.
Blue, reborn from dark's embrace, I walk your path in sacred space. Life's end is death, but bones to life ascend.
Charlotte, are you in? The ground trembles slightly. She looks at the distant golden light and feels something gently sting her ankle. Charlotte! Charlotte! Oh! The ground beneath her shakes violently, the shining blade of grass biting hard at her toes. She squats down in pain, watching bruises spread beneath her toenails.
Why?
What's wrong, Solus? That was Charlotte's voice. She's in there. The ground trembles still. She frowns, impatiently waving away the flies buzzing around her ears. They're making her irritable. Charlotte, open the door. We're worried about you. The sky is dense with white clouds, and the ground is oozing blood. Her feet are shredded with a sharp pain. Enough! Stop bothering me! The shining grass fades, and she pulls the door open. Okay, so we'll do survive for hit 6 rounds. Charlotte, are you alright? Open the door, please. Come on, open the door. We're worried about you. Go away. Stop pestering me.
Oh, I call upon you. Heed my prayer. Oh, I call upon you.
Bloody hell.
Heed my prayer. Oh, I call upon you. Light the bonfire, I remember. Heed my prayer.
We're dodging.
You're not half bad.
I never want to see you again. The hag's curse. Ah. Having driven away her old friends, the girl goes back inside.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us, you tell.
She stands in the center of the house, taking a deep breath, a faint smile on her face.
My friend, my only friend, Sulis.
To be continued. Stage 5. Phone call. The phone rings. Hello? Charlotte, have you seen the results of the Foundation latest evaluation? The caution in Caroline's tone annoys her. If you got something to say, just say it. I'm not as fragile as you think. Good lord, I hate the way you beat around the bush. Just spit it out, will you? There's a deep sigh from the other end of the line. Charlotte, you may not be able to go to Ururu. That's impossible. After the Foundation's evaluation, they still concluded that, well, that it's unfair. Bullock, I have one less leg than the rest of you, don't I? I'm a bloody cripple, for crying out loud. How could they possibly think I have an advantage? If they're afraid of competing with me because of this leg, then there's no need to compete with them at all. No. She struggles to utter the substantive words. Of course, judging only on past achievements, no one is more qualified than you to participate. But the committee unanimously agrees that if you compete against able-bodied athletes, it will be unfair to you, Charlotte.
What? So, barring disabled people from competing is more fair? I can still stand, can't I?
What right do they have to take this away from me? To strip me of my right to compete? I still remember what they said back then. Her habitual sneers makes an appearance. Floor ritual has always been its root to Arcanum. If she only is here to compete for technical points, why doesn't she compete in another event? Well, I can hardly rely on technical points now, can I? How could they use such a pathetic excuse to bar me from competing? For what feels like an eternity, there's a dead silence between them.
I'm sorry, Charlotte.
Why are you apologizing?
I'll help you apply for the finals again. I'll do everything I can. I'm not invalid. Anger bubbles forth. I can fight my own battles. I fall harder on one leg than most do with two. So, can you save your sentimental pity for someone else? Oh, you want me to thank you? Is that it? How exactly should I express my gratitude for this magical favor of yours, eh? Let me remind you, I won the gold medal back then, not you.
I'm sorry, Charlotte.
The phone call ends. She grips the receiver tightly. Leave me alone. She hurls the phone before sweeping her arms around across the table, sending a collection of items clattering to the floor. Why? Why? More objects flies around the room.
Bloody hell.
No matter how much noise she makes, there is no one to answer her questions. Her neighbors have long learned to ignore the strange noise from this particular residence. She screams and crashes around her house. It's the only means she has to expend her energy. Then, her hands touches a small box. She halts and opens it with her pale, trembling hands. Inside, her metal lies quietly on the bed of velvet. There's a small dent on one side. She remembers. How could she forget? Alright. Stage 6. Echoing Knocks. Come on now. Don't be nervous. You can do this. You can do this. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. It's the moment before the finals. The preparation room is filled with anxious voices.
Everything all right?
I'm fine, coach. Celeste responded to my prayers again yesterday. And she looks at her intently. This time, she took me to the heart of the forest. The leaves there had spots all over them, like eyes. They were watching me, just like you are now, without blinking. I also heard a woman's voice. She was singing a slow song, something like... I can't quite remember the words. But I remember the rhythm. She jumps up and moves in time to it.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us, you tell.
Do you know it? The grass there sparkles. If I stay too long on it, the little blade of grass will pinch me. All I can do was dance, dance, and keep dancing. So I suppose witches aren't necessarily all burned at the stake. Maybe they step on the kind of you just stepped on that kind of grass, you know. She leaps high into the air and lands steadily. Every time I jump, my shadowless friend lifts me just like this. Energy flows around her, rustling her hair and leotard.
Keep dancing.
Just like this. If you make it to the end of this path, you snatch the sun right out of the sky. Don't be nervous, Charlotte. Just treat it like an ordinary practice session. Nervous? The girl looks at her palms to find a faint slimmer of sweat. I'm not nervous, coach. She lifts her head and gazes at the sun shining in the distance. The shining golden sun. And behind it, those dark and boundless shadows. The doorbell interrupts their reminiscence. You got the day wrong, girl. She hobbles to the door and opens it with force. Today isn't snail day. What are you doing here? The visitor before her comes as a surprise.
Charlotte?
I have some news I simply must tell you. You'll be utterly delighted to hear it, I'm sure. What? The Foundation has decided that they'll let you participate in the competition. As a special athlete, you can return to the floors again. Wait, what do you mean special? She chatters on.
Get out!
Why?
Oh, you want to know why?
She sneers through gritted teeth.
What is that you want?
You wonder why I don't want to stroke your ego? To pump air into your already overinflated head?
You're just here to brag about your achievements. Then congratulations! You've done the job!
Are you satisfied, Carolyn? I'm a cripple, a failure. Not your competition, but the object of your pity. That's what you wanted, right?
I'd never thought of it that way.
Why is Charlotte like that? I think Caroline's her only friend. She wants to argue, but in this moment, a word of comfort cuts sharper than any blade.
As if they'd invite me to perform in an exhibition. Like I'm some kind of monkey to be gawked at in a zoo. It's ridiculous. Do I have to tell you it all, Caroline? How awful my life has been all these years? How people hate me? How my body has failed me? Does it satisfy your ego? I don't want to see you ever again.
Charlotte?
Don't go outside, Charlotte. You don't need or want their pity. Have you looked in the mirror lately? Still think you're in shape to compete? Sure, you're a glob. I don't want to hear another word out of you.
Heed my prayer. Splendid. Just
You can't hide from the world forever, Charlotte. Have you forgotten? What good is it saying all this now? No one can give me my leg back. No one can put me back out there on the floor. If that's truly how you feel, Charlotte, I hope you answer me a question that plagued me for a while now. Every time I pass by here, I hear the loud sound of metal scraping. Can you tell me what that sound is? Don't you remember? You're an undisputed champion.
oh, I call upon you.
And what good would come from stepping out there? You're utterly powerless. They got you on a string. No, even so, I refuse to give up.
Heed my prayer. Splendid. Just splendid. Oh, I call upon you. Heed my prayer. Bloody hell. Oh, I call upon you. Light the bonfire. I remember.
Through misty woods, on path concealed by haze. He thrice dies and thrice was born in ancient days. Guide me rightfully, that I may not stray. Children of earth, come inside the oak in golden spring. In the land of Nemoton, receive wisdom and blessing. Good Lord, she did it. She won. She's the champion.
You're not half bad.
The document falls to the ground. It bears the logo of the St. Pavlo Foundation. This is... She unfolds the document. Regarding the decision on the participant of Miss Charlotte O'Hagan. Upon careful consideration and evaluation, we hereby consent to Miss Charlotte O'Hagan's competing as a floor ritual in the finals of the Ururu Games. What's the meaning of this? She looks at Caroline in disbelief.
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear, but you're an athlete, not a performer.
You won't be competing in the exhibition. Nothing has changed, Charlotte. Caroline holds Willow's trembling hands in her own.
I look forward to seeing you on the floor.
To be continued. Right? Stage 7. Podium.
Congratulations, Charlotte O'Hagan!
The weight of the medal presses on her neck as camera bulbs flash all around her, leaving her a little dazzled. Quick! Snap a picture of the scar on her foot. Charlotte, congratulations on winning first place at the Ururu Games.
That's surprising.
You smashed the record, making history as the youngest ever winning a floor ritual. What was the progress like to get to this point? She lowers her head, examining the shining gold medal hanging at her chest. I snatched the sun from the sky. The sun? The girl smiles and raises the golden medal. That's right, this is my sun.
Oh.
Perfect angle, front page, real front page material. Charlotte, can you lift your medal a bit higher? The girl raises the medal higher. The camera flashes, making it shine even brighter.
Great.
We plan on doing an exclusive interview next week.
Hey!
Hey Philip, haven't you logged enough of her time? A reporter pushes her way toward Charlotte. His suit wrinkles from the jostling crowd. Finally! Alright, Charlotte. What's next for you? The girl is overwhelmed by questions and flashing lights. The cacophony has come to an end. Is that it? The medal rests heavy in her palms. I won, but now what? You're still so young. Familiar footsteps approach. The stories we tell always end with winning the gold. No one talks about what you're supposed to do after you win the medal. After all, life goes on much longer than any story. But I did it. I got the gold. She argues fiercely on her own behalf.
I broke the record.
I beat Caroline. I'm the youngest champion ever. There's never been an 11-year-old champion in all history. So what?
My name will be
My
in
name
the
will be in the
newspapers.
newspaper. Everyone will remember who I am, and at the next Uru Games, they'll all be cheering my name. And then,
Your name will become a symbol. A topic at every dinner table conversation. And as even you fall prey to the illusion of fame and the past, it will become your prison.
but before long, you will have entirely forgotten who you thought you were.
We all die one day. But the floor ritual will carry on. It's the symbol itself. How could someone possibly defeat something abstract? Today is the beginning of your tragedy.
She coldly announced her verdict.
When you look directly into the sun, you must always remember that it's also the source of shadow.
I sacrificed so much for this. She clutches the gold medal tightly. So this one she still has her leg.
I beat everyone to get it. The gold medal.
I woke up at the crack of dawn, trained until I couldn't train no more, just for this chance. And now I've won.
I've won.
Do you think I can't see the desire in the eyes when they see it? They all want this medal. She bites her lip and musters the courage to look her coach in the eyes. The face before her ripples, trembling slightly. If this is the source of tragedy, then why do we long for it? As she lets out a cold sneer, her features become clearer.
It's the gold medal. That's why.
It's precisely because it's a gold medal that you keep going. Even if your feet were bleeding, you couldn't escape this self-inflicted sacrifice, because this is what you desire.
Isn't this the root of your tragedy?
So, stage 8. Goodbye, friends. After winning the gold medal, he gave interviews, featured in columns, and became renowned among arcanists. But, so what? Mom, that's Charlotte's house. It's been so long since she...
Shh.
Don't go saying her name. She's a witch, understand? A hag. It's written right there in her name. No one is willing to speak your name. No one even dares walk past your house. Your garden no longer blooms. Only weeds sprout from the mud and dirt. So then the war began. War? That's right, you haven't seen it yet, but you will. Years ago, war destroyed your hometown, and you moved with your family to a new land. On the surface, it seems like a safe place. You believe what everyone said, firmly confined that there will be no fighting there. Isn't that a good thing? I suppose you don't yet remember that day. That day? Yes, that day. By modern measures, that day was far from a good one. The air was heavy with the stench of gunpowder as the military dropped bombs after bombs in the area, leaving debris and dust in their wake. But luckily, your house was untouched, and you managed to survive the war. Then what? Look up. The girl looks up. There's a shining golden sun before her. She gazes in disbelief, then rubs her eyes. How come I can see the sun in the training room? You saw a similar sun in the sky on that day too. That long-awaited peace seems to finally be near. You hadn't heard the roaring of planes for a long while, and the desolate grassland had started to show a hint of life. So, on the stench of scorched earth, you begin to dance. Eye of day, keeper of balance, you are the endless well.
Healing Sulis, shining Sulis, holy Sulis. To us, you tell.
Do you remember the origin of the floor ritual? Of course I remember. Floor ritual organized from ancient ruins. The shaman danced to avert shrine, to implore Sula's grace. It was originally a dance for peace. So you thought at that time
You saw the glorious sun.
the soil turning from lifeless to fertile, the tender green sprouts breaking through the earth.
That was the most successful dance of your life.
For the first time, Sulas responded to your prayers. No one has ever done that at the Ruru Games before, not even you at your best.
You heard.
The sharp whistling for the first time, the sound that still haunts you in every nightmare, like archers cursed to forever make her web. Soon, the incendiary bomb exploded beside you.
So you lost your leg.
As a result, it seems that, in the end, the god never favored you.
Poor girl. Her beliefs have become a joke.
If sacrificing everything yields such result, it would be better if those so-called gods never even existed.
And it has caused you never-ending pain.
How can one no longer believe in the gods ever receive their favor again? She sneers mockingly.
No,
That's not true. Solus is my friend. You poor little thing. Look at the medal hanging around your neck. The girl lifts the medal to find a small dent in it. Do you remember how this dent got here? This isn't my medal. My medal will never have a dent like this in it. After you lost your leg, you threw your medal away as hard as you could, cursing through tears that you never set eyes on it again. Unfortunately, your curse didn't work. There's a knock at the door. Hello? Is anyone there? Who is it? Miss Willow, I got this week's snails. The voice is unfamiliar.
I'm here to say goodbye.
Why?
My snails have arrived.
If I don't open the door, that little scamp will be kept waiting. A minute, 10 minutes, an hour. That girl's mind is a mystery. Who knows how long she'll wait?
I need to answer the door.
Will I see you again? If it were possible, I hope you never do. She shakes her head and reveals a helpless smile. But we will meet, Charlotte. Endings aren't always a matter of choice, nor can they be changed through will alone. Now, the time has come to say goodbye. Take good care of this medal, won't you? Don't take your anger out on it. She makes her way out of the room. Her movement is stiff and awkward, and her leg makes a strange scraping sound as she walks. Yet still, she holds her neck high, like a black swan gliding on the water. Miss Willow, here are the snails for this week. The jar of snails is taken by a thin, gloved hand. Your payment in this letterbox. Wait, your payment's in the letterbox by the door. And thank you.
Wow.
Miss Willow, what was it you just said now? Did you say thank you? I ain't never heard you say that word before. Are you sure you're Miss Willow? She placed the snails on the table as usual, their soft head gently emerging from their shell. The weekly race begins, and after a long wait, the Dare Snail is the first to reach the finish line. So every time she gets snails from Flutter Page, she does this snail race. But the only reason she does this is to collect the mucus that she leaves, that they leave behind to use as lubricant for her leg. The victor is number 3. All right, that was out of her, like not her usual voice thing, but yeah, the winner is number 3. You won. She gathers the snail's mucus and works it into a light yellow sleeve. This should suffice for the trip. She prepares her luggage, reflecting on the many years since her last incursion.
Australia.
So that's where the finals for the Aruru games are being held, is in Australia. The sun is a relentless there. Wait, the sun is relentless there. I should probably bring a bigger hat. Still, I have a fair deal of lubricant remaining. Oh, and there's this too. She looks at the little box. Within it lies a gleaming gold medal with a dent on one side. Flowers, applause, cheers, lubricant, the golden sun, and 1,000 shadows. She gently kissed the dented edge on the medal. Good night, my friend. The end. So we completed Willow's story, Shadow of the Sun.